So, hello, YouTube people. I guess that's what you say. I don't know. My video today is going to be about anxiety. Usually, I have advice for people because I've been through it, and so I figure out different ways to deal with stuff. But this is a topic that I'm not sure that I have perfect advice on. And to be honest with you, I don't know that any of my advice is perfect. Um, People who have anxiety, they don't want to hear you say just get over it, or um, you don't have to have an anxiety attack. I'm right here with you. I appreciate your being right here with me, but that doesn't make my anxiety go away. And I have anxiety attacks over stupidest things in the whole world. One thing I have severe anxiety about, and people don't believe it until they're with me in a vehicle, and it's parking spots. And my anxiety kicks in like this. I can be parking or going to park somewhere and say, no, I can't park here. Because my whole concern is this, that when I go to leave, I'm going to back out and some kid's going to run in between cars and I'm going to hit some little kid. That's my fear. So I can't park there. So I have to go somewhere else and park. And sometimes I have to go 4 or 5 different places. But to hear someone say, you don't have to have an anxiety attack, I'm right here with you. Here, let me do it. No, I don't want you to do it. And, I appreciate you're here, but the anxiety attack is still there. Somebody who may have anxiety may ask you the same thing 15 different times. When I'm going somewhere, Matthew's with me, I'm always, Matthew, we got this, right? We got the food stamp card, right, Matthew? Yes. Matthew, you got the food stamp card, right? Yes, Mom. Hey, Matthew, you got the food stamp card? Yes, Mom. And, Matthew's learned that just yes. Or if we're going somewhere and we've GPS the thing, I'll say, okay, where do we go now? And he'll say, in a mile, you need to turn right on, I don't know, let's say Brown Street. And so I'll do this. So in a mile, we go right on Brown Street, right? Yeah. And then I'll say, how much longer? And he'll say, a mile. And I'll say that we turn right on Brown Street, right? Yes, Mom. And somebody that you love or that you're with is asking a million different questions about what you're going to do when you get there. And like, I'll do lists in my head. I'll say, okay, we have to do this, 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 and this. The best thing that you could do is just be understanding. And if they ask you the same thing 50 different times in a 10-minute period, answer them like it's the first time they've asked you. Because I know that it annoys people, and I don't want to annoy anybody, but I've just got to make sure. Another thing that I do because of my anxiety is if I'm going to ask somebody something, I have to go over the conversation in my head, and I have to go over it in my head a couple of times. Because I have to go over a couple of scenarios in my head. Or if I'm just going to ask somebody in general something, before I get out of the car, I'll say, okay, hold on a minute, let me get this in my head. And I'll rehearse what I'm going to say to them. If I'm going to make a phone call, I'll rehearse what I'm going to say for the phone call. Sometimes my anxiety kicks in so bad I can't make the phone call. So I have somebody pretend to be me, which is usually my girl Tanya, and I have them do it for me. If you have anxiety, they say if you're having an anxiety attack when you're in a public place, and I've done that. Like, I get this, okay, I'm ready to go now. At the worst times. In the middle of conversations, in the middle of movies, okay, I'm ready to go, and I leave. It's anxiety is kicked in. I can't be there. There's too many people, and I've got to go. If you're having an anxiety attack, they say to look for places that you can leave. Look for things you can touch. Look for things that are real. Those don't work for me. They may work, for some of you all, but they don't work for me. When I'm ready to go, I leave. I really do. I just leave. When I'm at work and I have an anxiety attack and I'm ready to go, and I know I can't just leave work, I go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, take a deep breath, and just, tell myself, well, look, you got, 4 more hours and you can leave. You got 4 more hours, you can leave. But I guess, like I said, my advice for people with anxiety is I don't have any. Other than, you're okay. Just because you have anxiety attacks doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you crazy, doesn't make you stupid or dumb. It makes you a person that has anxiety. And, you just got to cope with it the best way you can. Whether it's just tell yourself, in an hour you can leave. Just hold out for another hour and you can leave. And then when that hour's up, do it again. Walk to the bathroom. Take you a deep breath in the bathroom. Just be by yourself. Something like that. For people who are dealing with somebody who has anxiety, the most important thing I can tell you is please don't make them feel like they're crazy. Don't ever look at anybody who's having an anxiety attack and say, you just get over it. All you're doing is going to the store. You know what? Sometimes going to a store is exhausting. It's exhausting because you have to make yourself do it. So just be patient with them. Just let them know that you understand, you love them, and that you're there for them. It's not going to make their anxiety go away, but it will reassure them that, somebody is there that cares. But yeah, don't make them feel like they're crazy, because they're not. And just put yourself in their shoes. And what if you didn't want to go to a store because you were so terrified of going for whatever reason? You wouldn't want people to make fun of you or call you crazy. But that's my YouTube video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll be back on here tomorrow, and we'll figure out tomorrow what we're going to talk about. Alright, thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.